Alright, hello everybody and welcome back to Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, where we are flying in the latest beta build of 1.5.7.0 that came out over the weekend. And we are going to be focusing on airliners for this stream. I mean, we're going to focus on the Beluga. I don't know why I said airliners. But been doing that all weekend long, because in the new beta build there is a whole new tracker for telemetry, which is helping send data automatically to the developers to figure out what's going on with the frame drops on landings and so forth at airports specifically. I mean, it happens pretty much every airport, but we're going to take off from Palm Springs Airport here, make our way over to LAX, and then probably head over to San Francisco after that. We'll see. And go from that. So hopefully everybody's having a fantastic start to the week. And yeah. There we go. And yes, Bigfoot, the Beluga. I love this thing. I mean, I just love flying this thing. Just awesome. And you know what? Maybe we'll actually put some cargo in it as well. We'll see. I do need to kind of move everything out of the way because there's so much crap around the plane. I'm pretty sure this tug's dented the nose. It's unbelievable. Main man, hello Tim, I just returned from Texas. You were in Texas and you didn't tell me, main man? Unbelievable. Well, welcome back. Hopefully you had a great time there. And thank you for being a member for 40 months. That is incredible. Hopefully you've been well, main man. Oh, man, 40 months. That's awesome. Thank you very much for the support. And I'm doing great, Bigfoot. Hopefully you are as well. So, yeah, hang on. We're going to make things look a little bit weird here, but I just want some extra room. So we're going to go ahead and move away from all that. We'll park it up here. We'll get some cargo loaded, because I haven't watched this in a little bit, and I love loading cargo into this, so we're going to be doing it. Some great changes in this latest beta build. We'll get through that as well as we're flying. But first, I want to get some cargo going. It's going to be so cool actually doing this in career mode. You know what? Let's get some A350 wings in here. Let's open the cargo door to load. Oh, you know what? Do I have to... Hang on. Oh, there we go. I hear it now. It's going to start opening up the little brain of the plane. 4 months in Texas, but it was for work. I was very busy. I mean, hey, hopefully it went by fast. Hopefully it was all good. But that's awesome. I'm doing great as well. Fixing to get some lunch. Ooh. Any idea of what you're getting, Bigfoot? It was a great experience, but oh my god, it was so hot. Yeah, no doubt about that. In Texas, it's either thunderstorms or hot. No in between. Mr. Cheese, good morning, one and all. Good morning to you as well. Fantastic name, Mr. Cheese. I like it. Ben, that looks like a whale. Well, it's named a Beluga. It's a pleasure to be a member for 40 months. That's a long time, no doubt about it. But I'm glad you enjoy the content enough to continue supporting it for 40 months. I mean, that's just awesome. So thank you again, main man. I think it's going to be some Wendy's. Oh, okay. A little Baconator. Nice. But even with this new, like, telemetry that's going on in the background, it feels like performance has seen an increase. I mean, obviously, when you get to the airports, you're getting more stutters than you were before because of those new data points and it's sending information to the devs. But overall, the sim has been feeling really great, especially with planes that I typically have issues with. Like the A320neo was always performing terribly. Now it's been performing really nice. Getting smooth frame rates with it, so it's great seeing some performance improvements with all these new builds and so forth. I mean, it's been nice. The moon in the shot, look at that. Nice. Well, 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 what do we have here? Keep up the great content, love it. By the way, tomorrow we're going to be out of Flight Sim for a little bit, but don't be afraid, because we're diving into GTA Online's newest update, which apparently you can buy a car wash, buy a helicopter sightseeing tour company, and something with Lamar stuff. So really looking forward to diving into it. It's probably going to be a video that'll edit, and then post up. But yeah, looking forward to doing some helicopter tours in GTA Online. We'll see what that's all about. Alright, cargo door is open. Let's get these A350 wings in. Oh, get the dev mode bar out of the way. Just love that they added this whole animation to it. It's awesome. I noticed that bug. It kind of hides the showcase options a little bit. Not a big deal, but just something I've noticed recently. You know what? Here, we've never got a shot from inside as it loads everything in. Philip, no. Honestly, I have not really dove into VR in a while. So I don't have any opinion on it just yet. I know there's been a lot of improvements to VR, though, in the betas for Sim Update 3, which is nice to see for those that do play a lot of VR. Alright, our A350 wings are loaded on in. What's the peanut export company or capacity on the whale? I think it's about 5 billion peanuts. It could be more, but it's definitely a good amount, no doubt. And what changed in SU? I mean, there's a lot of improvements in Sim Update 3 so far. I mean, we're not at the final beta build just yet, but this latest one is just more performance improvements and sending data to the devs to kind of figure out the frame drops when landing at airports and so forth. And of course, downloadability is going to be coming in. We're going to be getting other aircraft support, heavy cargo, super heavy cargo missions in career mode. There's going to be a lot to Sim Update 3. I feel like it's going to be the biggest one. I think it's going to be more packed than Sim Update 2 was. And there we go. We're loaded on in. Let's get that door closed. If I can find the door, there it is. A little front view there. But yeah, really looking forward to that GTA Online update tomorrow. It's gonna be awesome. Can't wait to fly more helicopters. But let's see here. The car wash is gonna be exciting to see. Yeah, because apparently they have the whole, because it's a whole money laundering thing, of course. But there's a whole side of it where you're actually trying to make it seem like you're running the business correctly, so looking forward to it. But yes, main man, absolutely. A little weird loading going on in the mountains back here, but not too crazy. Been grinding out VIP charter this past weekend. Got a PC-12 and 24 and a TBM 930. That's awesome. All great planes. Love flying all those. And Super Heavy Cargo is going to be releasing... Super Heavy and Heavy Cargo are going to be releasing together when it publicly releases. I'm hoping we'll get a beta build just to kind of test things out beforehand, but if not, it is planned for Sim Update 3's public release. But yes, I'm ready for Heavy Cargo as well. We even have a third-party aircraft that's supporting it, so we'll have that to dive into as well as the, you know, the A330. And then, of course, with Super Heavy, we'll have this, the Beluga, and the Dreamliner, because a lot of these planes are going to be getting updates as well, so it's going to be nice to see that. Any builds, I believe, is planning on getting all the Airbuses into career for support on that. So we'll be able to use the A320neo for passenger transport, the A330, and all that good stuff. We want GTA 6 now. I mean, I'm looking forward to that as well. This game has improved since I last saw you play it. Yeah, there's been a ton of great improvements going on through the sim updates, which is nice to see, of course. Alright. Door is closed. We're not going to do any startup on, cold and dark. We're just going to go get ready to go. Which I think we should be able to just hit Control E. Perfect. And then while we do that, let me make sure the audio's good. Oh, I never changed the thumbnail. Hold up. I forgot about that. It's just a glider. We're not gliding around today. There we go. Unbelievable. Professional streamer out here. Sounds like the audio is actually pretty good. Not bad. Alright. I'll take it. And then once we're up in the air, we'll talk about some other things that I've noticed have changed, which are great changes. And we're good to go. Our engines are spooled up. Excellent. Again, this is going to be just kind of focused on some short hops. We're going to fly from Palm Springs to LAX, and then from LAX, probably head up to San Francisco. And the reason we're doing that is because of the fact that there is, if you're in the beta, new telemetry data is automatically being sent to the developers anytime you land at airport. I think it's probably going on the whole time, but mainly at airports, the bigger ones and so forth, where you have that performance drop. So I mean, that's what I've been focusing on this entire weekend. It's just sending data out to them to kind of figure out what's going on with it. So that is what we're going to continue to do on this stream. Which again, hopefully everybody's having a fantastic start to your week. Happy to have you here for another stream. And let's have a nice little flight here. And we're going to get our flaps into configuration 2. So again, don't be surprised if there's some frame drops going on at airports or anything like that. It's going to be more severe than it was before because of that telemetry data that's being sent. So there's a bit more stuff going on in the background. So if you do end up joining the beta, don't be surprised if the performance seems worse. When you're landing at airports and so forth, that is the reason why. Which hopefully all that data that is being sent to them is going to help resolve those issues. And then can go from that. You can't get past it, Mr. Cheese? I highly recommend having the assistances on. If you have the 3 assistances on for helicopters, it helps out so much because, I wanted to have it feel like, I always say this, it obviously isn't like GTA, but it makes it feel more controllable like that because I use an Xbox controller for the helicopters and all that. I don't know, we're about ATC. We're going to just do whatever we want. Is this? Oh, I should have went. Ooh. I think we'll be okay. Cutting it a bit close here. You know what? Here, this thing can turn really good. We'll make it work. yes, assists do work in the they work anywhere in the sim. Absolutely. Because I tried flying it without it, and it was just, I just said this isn't working out. So I turned those 3 on, and it helps out tremendously. And main man, yes, Roadcraft. I've been playing. I don't record it as much, but I play it a ton in my free time. Loving that game. I'm on to the last 4 levels or so. I'm gonna do a little bit of off-roading here. Oh no, we stayed on the taxi or the runway. It's fine. But yeah, Roadcraft has been a blast. Alright, everybody ready? Let's go ahead and take off from Palm Springs and make our way west to LAX. Heading matching what we're looking at here. Going autopilot. Beautiful. We'll climb to probably 15,000 feet. Let's go ahead and increase that vertical speed here. And off we go. Hello, Binky! Hello, hello! How are you doing this fine Monday? And by the way, if you just joined on in as well, hopefully you're having a great Monday. What's for lunch, everyone? I haven't even had breakfast yet, so it's probably gonna be some pancakes after this stream wraps up. And no, I didn't, Mr. Cheese. Live weather, especially with thunderstorms now. By the way, that's some other stuff that's been improved too. If you watched my thunderstorm video a couple weeks ago, you know the lightning was crazy. It was all over the place. Looked cool, but they did tone that down a bit. It was, I think, 1,000 lightning strikes per minute. They've set that to, oh shoot, sorry. My bad. But yeah, it was like 1,000 strikes per minute. It's now down to 80 per minute to make it look more natural and realistic on the lightning front. But live weather seems to be doing a lot better. It's also... Oh, not 316 knots, hang on. Bring that back just a bit. Get that to there we go. We're already on auto throttle. But anyways, it's improved how it calculates when to put thunderstorms into the sim as well. So yeah, live weather I feel like has been doing a lot better lately. You had a bagel? Very nice, FMJ. You don't like the Beluga? I love this thing. It's awesome. And then once, by the way, speaking of bigger aircraft, the Dreamlifter and the 747 firefighting version is going to be receiving some art updates. So no more floating lights off the body and all that type of crap that we've been used to. So it'll be awesome flying into those things. Oh, and the livery's being fixed as well. So it'll be great finally flying it, because I haven't flown those just because of those issues. I hate looking at the livery freaking out and all that type of crap. So that'll be great to dive on into. And exactly, Binky. Exactly. I'm mean, how else do I get peanuts to my other aircraft, you know? By the way, one other thing I want to check, too, is I want to make sure, because every time, you know, sometimes the settings just reset randomly. So I just want to make sure everything's the way I want it to be. It is. Terrain level of detail. Okay, we're good. And while we're here, so if you go to assistances, and then these three right here, assisted cyclic, assisted tail rotor, and assisted collective, those are the three I have on, and then I just fly with an Xbox controller. It helps out tremendously, so highly recommend that if you're having issues with the helicopters. Love it. Alright, let's start heading to the right here. Because obviously our first test is going to be at LAX. And if you're just joining the stream, just so you know, if you do end up joining the latest beta build, there's a whole telemetry thing going on in the background that sends data to the developers regarding which the reason they're doing that is to try to resolve the issues of frame drops when you get to big airports and all that kind of stuff. So you can expect some more severe ones because of that telemetry data going on. I don't know why my voice is going out already. Goodness gracious. But anyways, so if there's some severe frame drops once we get to these airports, don't be surprised by it. It'll be probably ending up worse than it normally is. So just thought I'd let everybody know about that. We're at our cruise altitude of 15,000 feet on our way to LAX. Should we turn enough? We did. Excellent. The other fantastic thing, so if you've been in the sim since release, you know anytime you did free look with the mouse like this, you would lose control of the aircraft. So if it was in a turn or descending or ascending, you couldn't mess with the controls anymore. It would just, that would be it. No longer is the case. You can have full control over the plane while you're free looking, and also hitting the middle mouse button. You don't have to hold it anymore. You can just kind of look around, and much better. By the way, hang on. Do I have VSync on? Because if not, you're seeing screen tearing. I don't. Let me fix that so you don't see screen tears the entire time in the stream, because that's not fun for anybody. Because I don't actually see them personally, but I know it acts a bit weird when I'm streaming. So really nice to finally see that. You won't have to worry about setting that up or anything. It is going to be the default setup for free look in the cockpit. So I thought I'd mention that. That was one of the changes in the latest beta build, which has been something that should have been there since the start, but great to finally see that functionality going there. Because that was always annoying anytime you were trying to switch a knob or your altitude, and you were in a turn, it's like, oh great, I have to let go to change. You know, it was just always a weird thing. So much better now, for sure. Let's see here. Very loud. looks very loud. Why is the audio a mess? I don't know why I can't get the audio right. It always seems different no matter... It seems different on devices for some reason. Oh no, that sounds good. I really don't know how to fix that. Because I don't know why this streaming software makes it look all, like, washed out for some reason. I just noticed that. Because it's not so, like, gray, white wash type. Like, I don't know, it looks really weird. So let me see something. Don't mind me trying to figure this out here. Edit? No. Oh, there it is. It just has this really odd thing going on. No, this looks like it's going to help what I want it to. What does this do? Oh, that helped. Yeah, now it's even worse. What are these things? Oh, yeah, that's great. Make it look like a 70s thing. Oh, yep, good. Hologram. Oh, this is all pointless. Effects. Why does it look so weird? Is it this doing that? Oh, you know what? I think it might be the Elgato doing studio light. I might have to change that after the stream because I can't change it now. That's why it gives that weird effect. Well, no, it doesn't even look like that there. Weird. I'll have to look into it. Because I just realized now, it just looks odd. Like there is an effect, but there isn't one. So, oh well, I'll have to figure that out later. Hopefully everybody enjoyed those other ones, because that really helped out. Unbelievable. Worry about it later. I use Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTUS 1 joystick for Xbox Series XS, Xbox One. Wow, nice. That's what I use. I got the T-Flight HOTUS 1 here as well. I'm glad I finally figured out how I want the throttle set for these Airbuses, which I can show you that again because I haven't shown it in a little bit. But this is how I have it set up. Right now, this is 50% on the Thrustmaster. Set the climb or CLB, whatever. It's whatever. Just cruise. And then FLX and then Toga. And then idle is at 0. I also disable the reverse on access because it's ridiculous if you have it on. Because your last 25% of your throttle with the T-Flight is reverse already. So I got rid of all that. And this is how I have it set up for all the AnyBuilds Airbuses, and it seems to be perfect now. I'm not fighting with it, I'm not making little changes, and I'm going from Toga to climb to cruise. It was just a mess the way it's defaulted to, so that's how I have it set, and it's been perfect for me. So hopefully if you're having issues with the T-Flight and flying these Airbuses, that'll help you out. My screen delay, or the one that shows up on the chat, finally got to me switching through all those fantastic filters. I don't know Like, there's so many random features for programs, it's just like, why is that even a thing? I'll never understand it. Because why would anybody use any of those garbage filters? I think we should be making our way into... Oh, crap, we're here already. That's good. That was fast. Alright, so what we're going to do is bring back the speed. Go ahead and go down to probably 8,000 feet. We'll open the charts up and see what we're wanting to be at. 1,500 feet per minute. I mean, it's no big deal. We still got to get over this mountain range here. But let's go ahead and get LAX's... Well, here. Let's see if we can talk to him yet. Got to get through 5 million. That's the one thing I want to see changed, is them removing the hospitals and helipads when you're not in a helicopter. Because when am I ever going to talk to a helipad in a Beluga? You know? Because then it just fills up the list with so many things. And then it becomes a pain to find the one specific thing you want. Oh, alright. Just try to keep an eye out on what's going on with the air traffic. It looks like they're coming in from here and landing on 25 right, 25 left, whatever. So, with that knowledge, we're going to go ahead and bank to the right. Just kind of follow this mountain range here. Go ahead and get our chart. Because I believe they got rid of the glitch that was happening with the charts. I guess we're about to find out. Ooh, not gonna work. We'll figure it out. Let's see. Approach. We'll do the 2.5 right. Be as close to the terminal as possible. Hey, they work again. Fantastic. So we're wanting to be at about 9,000, 8,000 feet, so that's kind of what we have it set to. Let's keep this right turn going, and then we can just match up with the final after that. Ah, the good old LA smog. You can even enjoy it in the sim. It was so weird to see that, because flew into LA from Hawaii and then was there early in the morning, didn't get a hotel because why spend hundreds of dollars to spend 3 hours in it. So stayed at the terminal. It looked really nice in the early morning, and then as the traffic piled up, the smog, it was coming in nice and fast. So after that it wasn't so nice anymore. I was like, oh. Okay, that's enough turn here. I mean, that's okay. We still have to descend quite a bit, so once we head up here, we can turn left and hopefully have a nice little landing here. I still love the day-night mode on the charts. It looks so good. The good old by design on the right. I'm still hoping they change that for the PC24, because it just doesn't make any sense, but it's all good. I'll forget about it when I'm flying my Beluga in career mode. Unless they give me 2,000 foot runways there as well, and that's by design, so we'll see. We shall certainly see. Sorry, I had to reply to a text there. Oh, look at that lake. That's kind of cool. Obviously a reservoir. Or something. I don't know. What is that actually? What's all that stuff in there? What's happening? Oh. It's probably just some weird graphical things going on. Oh. Oh, it's one of these. It's weird. We've run into this before. I think it was Africa, where it was actually farmland, because it doesn't look like it's all covered in water. I'm not really sure what's going on. Is it a mine? Or an old mine? Oh, it might be an old mine. But it seems like the sim thinks that's water because it's so dark, so then that's why it places that. Because, yeah, there is no water. It's just like some creek or river, if that. Because there's water here. So I think it's just a weird thing going on there. But anyways, sorry, don't mind me getting distracted by random water. How are we doing altitude-wise here? Oh, we're already at 8. Oh, perfect. Excellent. Let's go ahead and bank to the left. Oh, we're going a little bit faster here. Sorry, plane. I'm sitting here looking at lakes that shouldn't be lakes. And yes, Mr. Cheese, this is free flight. I don't really spend too much time in career mode unless I'm just testing things out in the beta build, since it's a separate profile. So most of the time in the betas, when I'm streaming, we're in free flight just to kind of fly some other stuff. I mean, we've pretty much seen all the planes that are in career mode so far, which is why it's going to be exciting when Sim Update 3 releases. We're going to be getting a much bigger catalog of aircraft to finally use in career mode, which is going to be awesome. So we're supposed to be at 10,000, but we're a couple thousand feet early. It's fine. Let's go ahead. Oh, that is small already. Goodness. Oh, yeah. I thought we were on large already. Oh, why does that keep resetting? It's like it's trying to center the chart. For whatever reason, the mission icon is here. I don't know if they're planning on bringing like mission types into free flight or something like that. But this came in during the beta for the first beta build for Sim Update 3, and it's kind of just sat here. But nope, this is free flight. But yeah. Not sure why it's here. Again, might just be some maybe free flight career missions you can do if you want to just do random ones. Still not sure why you would do that, just to kind of randomly do it and not really progress anywhere. I don't know. Anyways, it's there. It doesn't do anything, but... Cool little airport. Is that a prison? It must be, because it has that weird gap going on. Oh yeah, definitely is, because there's another one right here. You can always tell by those wings going on the buildings down there. So again, if you're just joining, don't be surprised if things look more stuttery than they did before. Again, there's telemetry going on in the new beta that sends data to the developers, which is going to hopefully lead to them figuring out what's happening with the frame drops at airports on landing. So just keep that in mind. It may look even worse than it normally does, and that is something we know is going to be happening. but always just like mentioning it. So don't be shocked if it turns into a photo album once we get close to the ground. You know, honestly, that would be kind of cool, having free flight count for passive income flights. I do know that it counts for employee missions as well now, because it wasn't doing that before. So at least there's that. That would be a cool addition. I mean, if you're spending time in the sim, it'd be kind of cool to be rewarded for that, I think. So I like your idea, Barry. Alright, let's get down to 7,000 feet. I think 185 knots is a pretty nice spot to sit. Oh, why am I using the mouse? We're not doing that. Appreciate it, FMJ. Hey, there's a real player. Oh, shoot. I didn't mean to do that. Nope. Hang on. Oh, what did I do? There we go. We're fine. I hardly see anybody on my US West server in the beta. Oh, we got Phoenix 911. Must be flying something third party because we're not seeing what they're in. Have our auto brake set to medium. Spoilers should already be engaged or armed. They are. Excellent. Well, I guess I don't need that armrest anyways. But yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I mean, they have a ton of ideas and things they want to implement to career mode, so I'm sure all those types of features are going to be making their way over. I mean, especially with how much support and players are actually diving into the mode. So, I mean, they're definitely looking forward to adding new mission types, new functionality, you know, what's quality of life? QOL? Is that? Whatever. Anyways, the things that keep the thing going and improving it. I forgot what the normal wording is for it, but you get what I'm talking about. So they have a lot of planned things for it, which is great to see, and I'm excited to see what they have planned for sure. Smog out of my way. I'm assuming it's right here. Yeah, bank to the right just a little bit. And by the way, at the end of the month, we're going to be getting our third Make Good aircraft. It's the Piper, the first Piper in the sim, officially. which is going to be awesome. It's going to be free, of course, by Coronado. Going to be getting City Update 11, I believe. So we have some new content there. And then, of course, the week after that or so is the planned release for Sim Update 3, which is going to be awesome. So a lot to look forward to in the next few weeks for the sim here. We need to be down to 3,700. We're already there. Excellent. So we can pull this back a bit on our descent. Get to 1,900 by here. Another degree of flaps. Get our gears down, I think, at this point. Try to center this up. And yes, Mr. Cheese, you have to be in career mode for passive income to accumulate, because if you're not in the sim or doing anything with the sim, there's nothing accumulating. It is now time to take control here. Yep, frame rates are already dying, as expected. Sending all that good data to the devs. Left here. How did I get so offline? It looked like we were doing really good based off that chart. No real players around now. Get our big head over to the right. Well, now that you're in the VIP charter with the PC-24, the 12, and the TBM, you're going to be making great money. No doubt about it. Alright, now we're actually lined up with everything. Oh yeah, we weren't lined up at all. I don't know what I was looking at, but okay. Well, yeah, I've been talking about this too, where it doesn't make sense that everything's labeled as VIP. Private charter should have its own icon and category, as opposed to just being everything. When you're wanting to do VIP, it needs to say VIP twice in the description. But yeah, VIP should just have what it has now, and then private charter should just be separate. There's no reason for it to be under one tag. Really? So I wasn't too far. I was just kidding too. I just made that up. I wasn't too far off. If that's like an actual statistic of the cargo bay's capacity to hold on to peanuts. That's funny. So we got all three green on the gears. Medium auto brake. We have auto deployment of our speed brakes. That's the altitude. Yes. See, I'm getting familiar with the Airbuses. I know what all the beeps and bobs are all about. Alright, here we go. We're into photo album mode, everybody. Get ready. Brace yourselves. Watch all the visual data. Leave our Beluga and go to a Sobo. We're too high up here. Did I do something with the flaps? I feel like I had it set lower than I did. It was weird. By the way, this is apparently even worse on the Xbox with the telemetry. So if you're on the beta on there, again, be ready to see even worse performance on landings. The thing I don't like about the Beluga is there's no more call-outs once you get closer to the ground. Oh, no, there he is. That's weird. Photo album. Oh. I'm really hoping that this whole thing of beta participants sending this data is going to help the developers figure out why this does occur. I mean, obviously now it's more severe because of that, but it was still annoying even without it. So I'm really hoping that they'll be able to resolve whatever's happening with this. Because, you know, especially in career missions where it's just such a great flight, everything's going well, and then you have to deal with this at the end of it, it just always ruins the experience. So, I mean, this is what I've been doing the whole weekend ever since the beta build came out. I've just been popping in these airliners and just getting that data out. So again, if you're in the beta, be sure to do that as well. It works with any plane, of course. But obviously the airliners and stuff were the always biggest ones. The CJ4 was another one that was always a pretty heavy hitter for some reason with performance. So we're gonna just taxi a little bit, just because I don't know if it ends the data transfer at this point, or if it's just continually sending stuff, and that's why it keeps the frame rate at, I believe, 3 or 4 frames per second. So I'm not gonna take too long here on the stream because it's fun for nobody to watch the photo album. So we'll just kind of head over here, park it up, and then we'll just restart the sim, because sometimes it can tank everything, even if you're restarting a flight. That's also sending out data, so you might see some performance issues there too. That's all because of that data being sent in the beta. So park it up here. Doesn't seem like I'm slowing down. There we go. We're good. It's happening. Alright, here's your A350 wings. Oh, that's the wrong button. Alright. But there is the example of what it looks like in the beta with the data that's being sent. So obviously, if you're not wanting to deal with that, don't go in the beta, because I mean that's going to be happening at all the major airports in a more severe manner. So I think what we're going to go ahead and do here is I'm going to just restart the sim. I like doing that just so it kind of gives a fresh start, and then we'll do another flight. Because it just kind of lags the whole sim, so I don't feel like having it lag the whole time. Cool. Say hello to the turtle, everybody. Looking cool. And we do have another flight, yes. Absolutely. Because we've only gone for 55 minutes, so. And I think we'll pop into... Because I don't know if... do we do... We'll see. We'll see what I'm in the mood for once we get in here. Because I think we'll just pop into another airliner. Maybe we'll do the A320neo. Yep, I mean, that's what that whole point of that data that's being sent out now from beta participants is the end goal for. You know, it's sending all that stuff so they can finally see what's going on from these different systems and see what's causing that frame drop. Which, again, is more severe in the beta because of the data being sent out, but we all know there's been instances where it can look like that even in the base sim or the release version of it, so really hoping they can use that data to help out. Because as we were talking about before, it's just there's nothing more frustrating or annoying when you have just a perfect flight going on, especially in career mode. And this happened a lot with the CJ4. You get to the airport and then it's impossible to land smoothly because of those frame drops. So obviously that's their top priority right now, is to work on that and resolve that issue. And we'll see what happens. We shall definitely see. So yeah, we'll hop into the A320neo, do a flight from LA to San Francisco. Or, no. I've had enough California for a bit. Let's do... Let's do this to an island. That's a helipad. Oh, this works. Let's go here. Perfect. How long? 25 minutes. Perfect. Oh, not in the Beluga though. Hang on. We're gonna swap over to the Neo. See how everything's doing there. Checking for data from career mode during beta, because they're checking data from everything in the sim. It isn't just career mode or anything like that. It's from landing challenges to free flight, career, all of that. The A320neo needs some liveries on it. All we have is the factory stuff. Alright, well, first of all, get rid of those boxes. That's kind of interesting. I didn't realize the boxes were outside of career mode when you did those flights. Interesting. I think that's everything. There's no gear pin, right? Nope. Cool. Easy enough. Is this set up the way I want it to? Yes. Oh, perfect. Hello from Brooklyn, New York City. Thank you for your very helpful videos. Well, thank you for watching, Brian. Thanks for being a member as well. Welcome from New York City. Glad you enjoy the content. One month down. Hey, very nice, Binky. Thank you very much for being a member of the channel. And thanks to everybody else for being a member. And if you're not a member, thanks for stopping by and commenting on videos and streams and everything of the sort. I very much appreciate it. I'm glad you have all been enjoying my flight sim content. It's going to be awesome once we have even more to go through with career mode, mission types, planes, and all that. It's going to be awesome with Sim Update 3's public release for sure. I think we'll go probably 15,000 feet, maybe even less. Not too long of a flight going on here. We got a boat, the SV Tosca. You ready, co-pilot? But yeah, I've been watching, you know, if you came to the channel for career mode and all that stuff, we're going to be diving back into it, especially with Sim Update 3 releasing. I just kind of don't want to go into it and fly the same stuff we've been flying for so many different videos at this point now. So that's why a lot of the time has been spent in free flight, especially since we're in the betas of these sim updates. But it's just to fly other stuff that we haven't flown in the sim. You know, get used to the Airbuses, because a lot of those are going to be getting career support. You'll finally be able to fly the A320neo for passenger transport. Won't just be the 737. And then, of course, the other any builds aircraft, and then whatever else other developers are bringing into career mode. It's just going to be a nice thing, and I think really the major thing left to deal with is those performance issues on landings and takeoffs at big airports. And then once that's resolved, it's pretty much smooth sailing for new content and focusing on that type of stuff as well. That's up to you, Binky. I mean, we've done a lot of celebrating lotteries at this point. No doubt about it. The other thing I'm really happy about too with these updates is the LOD fixes that have happened over the last few sim updates. There's a lot less aircraft that have things disappearing after you zoom out a couple feet and all that. Because that was always a really annoying thing with a lot of planes. Like, oh, the textures are leaving, the lights are disappearing, antennas and all that. It's been so much better lately. By the way, there's no real players here, right? No. Always like to make sure, because if there's an AI and I'm just trying to take off, because if there's a real player, I like to avoid head-on collisions with them. But if it's AI, it's just like whatever. By the way, AI aircraft do, you know, fade out if they get too close. They don't just stay visible the whole time. They changed that in this beta build. Oh, I know, the flaps aren't in takeoff. It's fine. Oh, shoot, too busy looking down. A little bit of a crosswind going on here. Minus the frame drops at airports, it still feels like the A320 has the best performance I've seen with this aircraft since forever, because the A320neo was always one that didn't run great in 2020, it didn't run great in 2024, until this latest build. Like, this is the best it's been running, which is awesome to see that. And the water's set to low. I'm not going to change it. I'm not worried about it. It looks fine. Alright, so heading. That's set up to about here. Autopilot, please. Speed, let's go to about 300. Oh, no, let's do 280 knots. That's fine. Okay, I lied. 300. There we go. Auto throttle set. We're good there. Going to 12,000 feet, we can increase our vertical speed to about 1,500 feet per minute. And off we go. Binky, oh my goodness. I think that's 70 gifted memberships at this point now. I mean, my goodness. Thank you again, and congratulations to Mystic, B, Black Sheep Jean, Court, Cooper, for winning Binky's membership lottery. But thank you so very much. I mean, I say it all the time, but the fact that you enjoy the channel enough to even continue to support it is awesome. So thank you very much, Binky, for all the support, and to everybody who just stops by to chat, or not even chat, just watch the streams and videos. I appreciate it as well. I mean, the channel has just been doing so well with Flight Sim. I'm glad you enjoy the way I do the content, the variety of stuff I try to do in the Flight Sim and everything. And then, of course, keeping you guys up to date with updates, sales going on in the marketplace, and third-party content for career mode. I mean, I try to stay on top of it and get the information out to you as quickly as possible, and I also try to be, or not try to be, I am a channel that isn't going to be piping in a bunch of, oh, this stream's sponsored by some random company you don't care about, or having videos that drag on just because I know I can put an ad roll in the middle of it. I mean, even the 12-minute update video, I made sure that mid-roll ads weren't there, because I'm not going to be the type of channel that's like, oh, I know a lot of people love VR and we don't get to it till the end of the video, so I'm going to put a mid-roll ad, and then, you know, I don't do that crap here. I just try to get the information out nice and concisely and just let you guys know about the important things going on with the sim. So if you like that type of content, you're new to the channel, be happy to have you stick around, and all that good stuff. We also don't focus fully on airliners. The only reason we're doing that lately is because these are the major ones that have a lot of issues with landings and takeoffs with frame drops. We do fly general aviation and all that good stuff, private jets, because airliners aren't really my main thing I like to fly. We do it from time to time, but we have a nice variety of things that we fly on the channel. I've yet to fly over an asteroid crater in the game. Next on the list. Nice. That's always fun to fly around. Binky baller. Binky, adopt me or give a job. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Adam. A peanut company, God forbid. Could be worse. Sponsored by Pop-Tart. I mean, I don't eat them much anymore. I used to eat them a ton, but I try to stay away from all that at this point. But good news, everybody. I just received an email. This stream is sponsored by Planters Peanuts. If you use my discount code PeanutCow, you save 2 cents off your next purchase. So. This looks really cool. Got that little haze going on down there between the mountains and the water. The green land rolling through. Sunlight. Oh, it looks so good. I still feel like some lighting has changed in Sim Update 3 as well. Looks awesome. But that's still awesome that you're in the film stuff, Binky. That's just cool. Quality discount. Yeah, I mean, you know, I try to get the best sponsorships on the channel. You know, anytime I can save you guys like 2 cents off an $8 purchase, I mean... That's the thing that I always think, you know, I listen to a couple podcasts and stuff like that, but anytime they do those ad reads and then they're like, oh, if you buy this and use discount code this, you save $2 off your $800 purchase. It's like, what? Why? Who's using these? I don't get it. It's just so weird to me. I will never understand it. You know, I've never gone to the wind turbines yet, because apparently they have sound effects now. Same with the wind socks. The little whooshes going on. Oh, just invested back into peanuts. Well, I mean, especially if we get that Beluga in career mode, it's going to be a lot of money. You know, having that whole... Could you imagine that? Having the Beluga's door open and then just a bunch of peanuts go flooding out. What a mess. Goodness. What kind of fixed cameras do we have on this? Got the tail one, of course. Oh, wing view. Oh, we have inside ones too? Nice. I always love when the developers add that. We need more planes having those types of camera views too. And I'm sorry to hear that, Adam. Hopefully things pick up for you. Look at selling feet pics or something. You know, the things people spend money on is very odd to me. Like, the fact that that's something that makes money is crazy to me. And there's other items that people have sold that I won't go into. Like, there's a soap or bath water from somebody that's making, like, what is, how are companies, like, I don't even know anymore. That's why I try to stay away from social media, because the things I see on there is just mind-boggling to me. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Ridiculous, one, that the idea even comes up. And then 2, ridiculous that people spend money on the ridiculous thing that somebody came up with. It's just like, oh, I'm going to spend $300 on this thing. Okay. Unbelievable. By the way, I don't... Are we going... No. Oh, we are going the right way. Perfect. Been just too busy talking. I wasn't even looking at where we were heading. Oh, I mean, you know, we could open up a store. Cowtown Dishwater. Fantastic. Maybe Dr. Squatch or whatever that company is going to partner with me as well. Like, it just... What do you do with it when you have it? Like, that's so weird to me. Like, what is going on? Oh my... The internet was a mistake, everybody. That's all I have to say. But nice Binky, that's awesome too. Got multiplayer? Are you talking about, do I have it on, Barry? Yeah, I do. There's just not a lot of people in the US West that apparently partake in the beta. Because, I mean, I hardly see it, like, even when I'm flying off stream or anything like that, we've only seen one person in the stream so far. But yeah, we have multiplayer, live AI traffic and all that. But this is typically how it is for me. I mean, all I ever see is the AI traffic, and I'm not sure, but I feel like they've toned down the distance again. I think something went weird with that, because it only seems like people pop in when I'm pretty close to them. Oh, that looks even better now back here. Oh, look at that. A little Airbus marketing here. Simpler times before internet and mobile phones. I miss them. Yeah, no, it's just... It's weird how as technology advances, it seems like the ideas become dumber and dumber. Like, I don't know. But yes, Barry, yeah, if you're in the beta, you can only participate or fly with friends that are also in the beta. Everything is pretty much its own entity. So, profile is separate, progress is separate, all that kind of stuff. And then, of course, the players that you're seeing are also in the beta. Except Copilot. He comes with you anywhere. Do they not look at you anymore? What's going on? I guess I made the Copilot mad at some point. He's just ignoring us. Whatever. I don't care. I don't like talking to him anyways, so it doesn't make much of a difference there. Alright, let's go ahead and descend a little bit. Let's go down to 9,000 feet. About 1,000 feet per minute. Bring back our speed. Let's go down to about 250 knots. And then the other reason I like flying in free flight during this time period of doing the beta is, of course, you know, it makes sense to fly other stuff, but it also gets us familiar with aircraft that aren't supported in career mode just yet. But again, if you're just joining the stream, Any Builds is working on bringing like the A320neo to career, the A330, the Beluga, and all that kind of stuff to support heavy and super heavy cargo missions in career. So if you've been looking for some new planes to finally get added, we should start seeing that. I know the C-17 is being worked on for career, the A400M, and, you know, Cessna Longitude, I'm sure, is in the works as well. So just a lot to look forward to, especially if you're in the career mode side of things, which we normally are, but since I spend all my time in the betas, I don't really spend too much time in it since it's separate, unless, you know, we get new planes to test or mission types, anything like that. We'll be absolutely checking it out. Strack, the target release date is July 8th. That is the In Development Studios target to release it then. It's not a definitive release date, but that's their goal, is July 8th. I mean, I'm still in my 20s and I still feel like technology, I mean, there's obviously benefits to it, you know, with the internet and all that kind of stuff. I mean, we're having a fantastic conversation here. But I mean, I guess that's the thing that's going to happen with anything, is there's going to be pros and cons to it and everything. But there was still an element that it was nice not having phones and all that type of stuff, you know? Just something about it was nice. Obviously, I was on the last bit of it before it went into, you know, cell phones and all that type of stuff. I didn't really have one till way later on anyways. It was fantastic. You know, the ones where it was just hit the button 500 times to get the letter. I'm glad those keyboards are gone. Those things were crap. Goodness. But still, just something about it was nice. It's just, you know, going into restaurants and stuff and just looking around, you got people just looking at their phone, not even talking anymore for a lot of them. It's just, it's weird. Let's go down to 6,000 feet. No, let's do 5,000. Gonna start an old dudes meetup at Hardee's. Hardee's? Oh, man, I can't get into Hardee's. Hardee's or Carl's Jr. I mean, when a company has two different names, even though it's the same thing, it's just ridiculous. I'm going to be playing games until my last day. Yep, no doubt about that. When GTA 7 comes out, when I'm 80 years old, I mean, I will be there at the midnight release. And it's going to be a fantastic day. I mean, it's going to be awesome. Alright, so the airport, I believe, is right there. It is. We're going to go out into the ocean, do a little turn, and head on in. Brought to you by Carl's Jr. I went there once and then never again. I don't know. It's just... I feel like it was really expensive for mediocre food. So... never went there again. I mean, yeah, that's the thing is, you know, we've done everything that we can in career mode at this point. I mean, we've flown all the planes that are available. That's why it's going to be so nice once we get to a point where it's just, I want to get to the point where it's just like, hey, you know what? There's so much stuff to go into, I don't know where to start at this point. That's where I'm hoping we're going to get to in career mode. I used to hog the telephone line and my family couldn't use the dial-up. And Rough Landings, welcome to the stream as well. But absolutely. Put all the CJ4s on passive and fly heli missions when they are fixed. I'm glad the Cabri is finally able to finish missions, because that was something that was a bit odd for a while. Oh, and also good news, if you've been wanting some updates to the H225 Airbus from Height Performance Group, there's apparently, they said next month, so I don't know if it's tied in with Sim Update 3 or not, but there is a new update and build happening for that helicopter, which, that's another one I'm hoping is going to get career support, because it's a cool looking helicopter, so we'll see what happens with that, but finally getting an update for it, because that thing hasn't changed at all since release. So I guess Asobo finally got on top of getting on them to finally say, hey, are you going to do something, or do we need another developer to work on this? So, but yeah, I mean, helicopters are very limited right now in career. I'm hoping, again, third-party developers are going to start supporting that, get like a Blackhawk in there, a Huey, and whatever else, and that'll be cool. Of course, firefighting missions are going to be happening with the helicopters, which is going to be fun. I mean, there's just so much that's going to be coming to career mode It's going to be fantastic, I think. But there's our airport we're going to be landing at. We'll just keep our nice steady descent going. Are we like shaking? What's happening? It was weird. Where the camera was, it was... Oh, here it is again. It's like it's trying to stay steady but move. Because it's not the plane shaking like that, it's just the camera's freaking out. Good news is we'll be blinded by the sun as we make our approach. In here, hang on. We'll turn up the water as well. Since we're going to be flying over it, we may as well have those looking nice. So we'll just go a little bit further out. We're still at 6,000 feet. We can bring this down to 1,000 feet per minute. And I think once we get to the edge of the land that's sticking out here, we'll make our turn onto final. And then if you weren't here for the beginning, tomorrow I'll try to get the video out in the morning. We'll be in GTA Online because there's a new update coming out, and the reason I'm saying this here is because there's some aviation parts to it as well, where you can actually open your own helicopter tour company in GTA Online, as well as a car wash and something else. So I'll get that recorded and posted in the morning. Should be a fun one. So still keeping on aviation theme. Looking forward to seeing what that's all about. And should be a blast. This is... yeah, we can go back here. I forgot about that. I was so used to flying the Beluga. It's gonna be awesome seeing people in here when we're flying this in career mode. Can't wait for that. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like flying the 737, but once we finally can have a variety of planes, instead of just one or zero options going on, can't wait for that. Safety instructions. In case of an evacuation, avoid smoke, check and open the door. Does it actually go? Oh no, it stopped. Oh no. They actually have it all rendered out. That's crazy. Look at that. That's funny. Because I thought it was just cut off at the opening there. Alright, does that land? Yeah, perfect. So let's go ahead and get that turn going. And let's get a fixed view for this. That looks awesome. Oh, I love it. All right, we need to focus now. Pull back on that throttle. Wait. Oh, crap. We were good where we were turning. I thought we were too far to the right. Oops. Hang on. Turning back. The frame rate should be... I mean, honestly, I'm trying to... Because the 737 doesn't freak out too much with it. But, I mean, if there is a frame rate issue, I mean, they can just cut down on the amount of people back there. Just seeing a few back there will just be nice, you know. It doesn't have to be fully packed in if they can't get it to a point, but again, with a majority of my flights, this isn't even an updated build of it, I don't think, but it just seems to be running better. We are going to be getting updated versions of all the any-build aircrafts, so I'm sure we'll see some performance improvements on them as well. So it's just, again, there's just a lot to look forward to with Sim Update 3's public release. So good. I love it. I know the one thing people want changed is the lens flare. I mean, I don't really... It doesn't bug me that much, but I understand why. But hey, why not make it look more cinematic and cool, you know? I'm still so happy that I finally got these any builds aircraft to the point where it feels nice to fly. Because that was my biggest complaint, is just like the way it's set default is, you know, if you have the full Airbus cockpit basically in your room, and then it's like, oh, okay, that's great for them, but if you're just using a Thrustmaster T-Flight HOTAS 1 like I use, it was abysmal. So finally figuring out the way I want it set up, just so much nicer flying these things now. All right, gears down.
$2,500.
I think we got 2 white, 2 red. Kind of hard to tell from here. Oh, now it's fully white. I'm pretty sure I saw some red. But yeah, it would definitely be cool to see more, because the thing I'd like to see with airliners is, instead of it just being like, oh, buy a plane and then you just fly or whatever, it'd be cool to see a whole nother segment to airlines where you actually run your own company, you're actually doing some more managing of everything, of the fleet, picking your pilots that you want to have flying for your other, you know, stuff like that would be really cool to see implemented into career mode. Because that's the thing I don't want career mode to be, is I don't want it to just be a different mission type just so you have a different plane to fly. Like, it'd be cool to actually see, you know, I want to buy a hangar for my cargo hub at this airport, and then you kind of build your way up from there and it just turns into this whole actual company thing, as opposed to you just kind of managing your airplanes that you bought and that's it. So that's definitely what I'm kind of hoping to see with career mode. We are way too high up again. I'm always not on the glide slope. It doesn't help that I keep talking either, so I'm just like not focusing on anything. Goodness. Will we ever get traffic in career mode on Xbox? I'm not sure. We'll see. I mean, obviously, working on performance stuff. I think once that gets kind of resolved, we can hopefully see that happening.
400. 300.
Because it's always weird to me, like, I don't know what it is. Every time I'm in an airliner, I feel like, oh, I'm so far away, I'm doing good, and all of a sudden it's like, no, I'm not doing good.
100.
And everything falls apart.
50, 40, 30, 20. Retard. 10. Retard.
I'm trying to get it out of there. Oh,
Retard.
Forget it. Bail out.
Retard.
Bail out. Bail out. I don't want to have a crap landing. We're gonna get a good landing here. We'll land the way the AI is landing, so we don't have Ryanair in our way. Unbelievable. But yeah, it's weird to me with these airliners. It looks good, and then once you get closer, it's like, wow, I've done horribly. Unbelievable. All right, we'll make up for it here. Everything is under control, folks. But see, this is why we do this in free flight. That way, when Career gets Airbus support, we're going to be able to just get 100% across the board. I mean, it'll be cool having the remote cargo operation, so you can use the A400M and the C-17. That's going to be cool to see. But yeah, I'm interested to see what else they have planned, because they said they have a ton of ideas, the designers and everything, that they're wanting to implement into career mode. I mean, it's just going to be... And yes, Binky, absolutely, I'd love to have multiplayer in there. You can invite friends into your company, and then you can all work together on improving, you know, an airliner company or a cargo company. You know, that would be awesome. So you don't all have to be on at the same time. If one of your friends is like, hey, I'm going to do a cargo mission really quick, get some more money up for us, or, oh, I'm going to do an airline flight, and just do separate... I mean, that would be awesome. Stuff like that would be incredible for the mode. Alright, here we go. This is going to be the attempt. It's going to be a fantastic landing. We're not going to be 3,000 feet too high, because I feel like I'm at the perfect altitude. And we're not going to come in as fast, because we're not nosediving into the runway. It's going to be excellent. But like I've been saying, I mean, see, that's just the stuff that makes me excited about the future of the sim and career mode, is just all the possibilities that they can bring to it. And I'm always loving the fact that they're all excited about what they want to do with career mode when they talk about it. It isn't just something that they're like, oh yeah, you know, people are playing the career mode, whatever. That's it. You know, they're talking about, oh, there's a lot of stuff that they have in the works that they want to bring, and it'll be awesome. Yeah, but I'm not gonna spend my time going to... I mean, we did the... Was it Neofly or something? I just don't want to spend my time in multiple different things. I want everything to be in one program. And, you know, I want to just have that going on. So that's where my focus is. I mean, I know there's all those third-party programs and all that, but I'm not interested in it personally. Just like I'm not interested, because I know there's some third-party developers, like there's one helicopter one that's making their own career mode. It's just like, I don't have any interest. Because I don't want it to be where it's just like, oh, I'm going to fly this helicopter, so I'm going to go into this career mode program. Oh, this plane has this career mode program, and you know, just, yeah. I'll just wait and see what they have planned for the in-sim career mode, and just focus on that. But don't get me wrong, I mean, if you like those third-party programs, awesome, I'm glad you do. It's just not my cup of tea, as they say. And Matthew, what PC do you run this on? This is running off a 3060 RTX Ti, 64 gigabytes of RAM, and an i7 7700 series CPU.
$2,500.
And again, I like to mention this since we're in the beta build with telemetry going on. Frame drops might be even more severe because of that. It's sending data out to the devs to try to figure out the frame drop issues that have been occurring in the sim. So they're a bit more severe now because of that. So if it becomes a bit framey, that is why. Just in case anybody's popped on in here. What are you saying? Are you saying descend? Not my cup of mate. I wasn't trying to do an accent there. I shouldn't have read it. I should have just laughed and moved on. I apologize. Is that? I don't know what he's saying to me. But I'm liking where we're at. Because I got 2 white, 2 red. I'm going to look at that. If he keeps telling me descend, then whatever. Oh, I was looking at the... Does that actually move? Is that like a liquid? Oh, look at that. Oh, what is that? Hello. Alright. Thank you for that. I guess I was going too slow for him here. Interesting. No, this is what I'm talking about, a landing here. I didn't realize we were in fighter jets. Absolutely, Matthew. Yeah, but again, I don't want to have other profiles to split my time with. I don't have any interest with it. But no, they're not just talking about mission types. They're talking about other functionality as well. It isn't just going to be missions and then that's it. But again, I don't have any interest splitting my time between all these other profiles, and if developers are going to do that, then I'll happily not grab any. Like, I think it's pointless. But anyways. Oh, yeah, that's why I was complaining. That makes sense.
Don't sink.
Get another notch of flaps in there.
400. 300.
2 flaps.
Oh, do I not have enough flaps? Goodness, I thought I had all of them out.
200.
Must have forgot about that. Well, yeah, you can. I mean, I'm not really worried about it. I was trying to make sure I wasn't doing anything else wrong.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. Retard. Retard.
Oh, see, that's why I don't like having too many flaps. I
Retard.
float.
Retard.
I don't want to float so
Retard.
much. And Now you're gonna get in my way, thank you. Oh, we can showcase how they fade away now. Oh, never mind. They're supposed to fade away. Never mind. But yeah, that's why I don't like having too many flaps, because I feel like I just float so much. Even though we were at, like, stall speed there, so it's like, oh, okay. I also didn't set my auto brakes because I was so focused on everything else. Well, anyways. That's why we're in free flight. More practice. We'll be ready when they're in career. I don't like doing ATC when I'm doing streams because I don't want to have to talk over them and then it just becomes a whole thing, and so that's why I don't bother with it. We do it in videos because in that way I'm, you know, letting people hear that. But for live streams, I'm never worried about that. Because I don't want it to be a whole jarbled mess with the, you know, them talking to the AI traffic, and it just becomes annoying. So that's why I typically just leave that alone for the streams. Well, anyways, at least it was a smooth landing, but I don't like how we floated too long. I should have ignored them, because I think that was, yeah, that was full flaps. From now on, I'll just ignore them saying, oh, flaps aren't set. It's like, yeah, well, I don't want to float for 5 hours, thank you. Ryanair is taxiing on the runway, I believe. For some reason. Just doing whatever they want to do. Oh, still got the spoilers up too. Let me go get rid of that. Oh, did not mean to break that much, my goodness. Just an insta-stop. Alright everybody, and good night to you, Binky. Thanks for stopping by again, and thanks for another 5 gifted memberships. I very much appreciate it, and I appreciate everybody who has stopped by to just watch the stream or chat. Very much appreciate it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this one as well. A little bit of fun with the Beluga and the A320neo. So, again, thank you guys so much for all the support, and I will talk to you guys next time. See ya.